So, just got this strut bar for the Focus, so I'm gonna put it on. I'm running out of daylight, but it's an easy job. It takes 10 minutes so far. Also, finally got a mirror for it, which is super nice because it's wide enough where I can see out my back hatch and this window right here, which is gonna be definitely really nice. To be able to see when people are behind me will give me just a little bit more confidence. So that mirror is going to help out. And the strut bar, it's going to be an easy install. Like I said, I'm running out of light. I was going to do it earlier today, but I've been sick. I'm actually at the point where I don't even know if I'm going to make the next race or not, because it's in a couple of days. So hopefully this fever goes away and I'm no longer sick by then and can make this. But it's a really easy install. You just need the bar and a socket wrench with a 12mm socket. So gonna get that going right now. So it's really simple. Hood's off. We just need to get this bolt, then over here that bolt off. Then we can put the bar on. Gonna do that now. Okay, so as you can see, pretty much completely out of light now. Let me turn on the flash. The suspension is a little fucked up from the previous owner because it got in a crash, so it took had to jack it up and do some percussive maintenance with a mallet. And so, but I got it fitted and got it worked. It will probably handle better than it's handled the whole time owning it, because now the suspension's actually fucking straight because it was bent crooked. Terrible suspension on it. Should maybe get it replaced one day, but for a race car, for an oval car, for what it is right now, it's okay. It's perfect. It's fine. The video I saw that said it was a 12mm bolt, that's a lie. It's actually was a 13mm, but it's in, as you can see, it's in right there, and it's in right there. And so yeah, I decided to put this in because I noticed they changed the rules this year, and they allow strut bars in the front and in the back. I don't know if I'm gonna do one in the back, but certainly in the one in the front. Honestly, what this mostly is for is like, I personally think strut bars do quite a bit. I think they do a noticeable improvement in handling, but even if they don't, the placebo effect is going to give me more confidence in the car, and that's all I'm looking for right now in this car when I'm racing. Is that's something I noticed I really missed last week, was just confidence in the car. So anything to give me confidence in the car, placebo or not, I'm okay with. So yeah, I'm happy I got this in. Hopefully it will either give me better handling in the corners that I need to go faster, or make me braver in the corners. So yep, that is in. So it's race day. It is race day. It is fucking race day. This camera's like super like weirdly off centered. It's like right here. So it's race day. It's race day. Oh my god, it's race day. So yeah, dude, it's fucking race day. Missed the last race. I went and watched it. I think I said that. I don't remember what all I said, but it was a wreck fest. There's like a rollover, a wall hit, like blown tires. So kind of glad I missed it. Two things why I missed it was feeling a little sick. Still not like, it wasn't COVID or anything, but sick enough that felt like racing would have probably been kind of miserable. And the sponsorship money, it was like I didn't save enough money to just go racing from my fucking paycheck, because I just thought I was going to get sponsorship money, and it didn't get sent. The decals for the car got sent, but the sponsorship money didn't get sent. But it's okay, because it wasn't like a scam or anything crazy. It was just a mix up. So got the sponsorship money now. So shout out Dash Delivery, not DoorDash, but shout out Dash Delivery, my sponsor. So got the sponsorship money now. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. It's race day. I'm going to go race. Hopefully I'll be doing better. I got my lap times back for the last race, and boy, they were slow. So for comparison, pole was a 19.435 or something, but on average, the competitive laps during actual racing are about 20 seconds, like 20.0, and then to about 20.5 like I would say on average the top 5 is running anywhere from like a 20 to like a 21.7, and my very first practice laps were in the 25s. I got them down to the 23s, and then in my first heat I was in the 23s, and then I crested the 22s, and then by the end of the day I was in the top parts of the 21s. It was like, I think my fastest lap was a 21.7. So still pretty slow. I'm still almost 2 seconds off the race pace. I would say I'm about like 1.2 seconds off the race pace. So my goal is to shave off a second today, at least shave off a second and hit somewhere in the 20s. It's a tall order, but I figure it could possibly be done. I could possibly get it done. I mean, I did shave off, 20, well, it was 25 to 21. I shaved off like 4 seconds. So I figure, if I shaved off 4 seconds last time, shaving off a second, I could do it. So that's my goal today. So it's race day. I think I still have quite a bit of time. Still renting U-Haul trailers for this, so gotta go pick up my trailer, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. It's race ready. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go rotate the tires real quick on it, just prolong the life. I'm thinking the tires will last me, a whole set will probably last me 2 to 3 races. We'll see though, we'll see. But gonna go rotate them now, and then yeah, I'll be back. What's up? Just got done with my race. Just got done with my race day. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna use and how much of this I'm gonna cut out just so I can have commentary over it. My room's messy right now, so please forgive me. But yeah, I had race day. Not gonna lie, to be completely honest with you, don't want to talk shit about the track or in the race director, because it was a race director who was filling in for the normal person, and yeah, so not want to talk shit because they did a fine enough job, but they kind of jumbled up the heats, so it was kind of confusing and shit. But I ended up starting in the second heat, the middle heat, the 3 heats. There's 3 heats, and I was in the second one. So, first heat was the slowest cars, the middle heat was the mid-pack, and then the first heat was the fast dudes. The dudes who were fast. And I started up front in the middle heat, so that was cool. And then I led my very first 2 laps. I led 2 laps today, and I ended up finishing, though I started getting passed. But hey, last time, my last heat, my very first heat, last time, I finished dead last in the worst heat, and so dead last in the worst heat, and the slowest heat, and I got lapped during it. This time I didn't finish last. I finished 4 out of 5, led 2 laps, was in second for 2 laps, was in third for 2 laps, and then I just finished the remaining 2 in 4th. And honestly, I'm kind of pissed because I kind of let the car pass me for third place because I didn't realize what lap it was, and he had my inside, and I didn't want to cut him off and wreck the car. And so he passed me, and I figured I would stay right on his bumper and pass him back because we had pretty equal pace. He just took a better line that fucking lap than me. And, you know, I'm getting right on him. I'm doing, maybe not right on him, but I'm definitely in striking distance. And because he passed me coming out of turns 3. So I was like, okay, I'll get him going into turns 1 and 2. And then I come around to the checkered. So, yeah. So I was actually off. I think I was in like first for 2 laps, second for like 2 laps, and third for like 4 laps, 5 laps. I don't know. But I was running a lot better. Last time my quali laps were shit. I was in a 23. This time I ran a 21.4. So I knocked off about 2 seconds for my quali lap. And I don't have my lap times for the heats yet, but I don't want to get too confident, but I'm pretty sure I was in the 20s, which was my goal. So I think I hit my goal. So did decent in my heat. I did a lot better than what I was thinking I was going to do. I had so much more confidence in the car. I just had more confidence racing. Having that mirror was amazing because I could actually see cars trying to pass me. So I could either, you know, block and defend, or if they just had me, I didn't want to get crashed, and so let them go. So it was super nice. The strut bar, I don't know how much it did handling, but it felt like it did a lot, and that's what I was talking about. I just needed the placebo effect of it. That's all I needed. I just needed confidence in the car, and I think I got it. So yeah, I did decent in quali, did decent in my heat. Was actually pretty thrilled about that. Wasn't the slowest in quali, wasn't the slowest in the heats. So yeah, then for the main was reverse grid. So I started 6th out of 16. So I was like back midfield then if I was reverse gridded. So I started pretty decent. And I guess not decent. I started high. What I was trying to say is, like, even if it wasn't reversed and I would have started ahead of 5 other cars, that would have been fucking fantastic to me. I was the slowest last time, so just being faster than 5 other people over 1 weekend. Today was my first time in the car since the last race too, so it's not like I was getting practice. So to just be able to show up and just be able to just have more confidence in the car and be able to be better than 5 other people already was just enough for me. And man, though, let me tell you, the main was a shit show. It was a shit show. No bueno, not good. Shit show, poop show, caca show, not good at all. So like I said, I started 6th, so that means 3rd row on the outside, so closest to the wall. If you guys don't know short track racing, or well, oval racing, not short track racing, but oval racing. So started in 6th, outside row, 3rd row, and the leader. Oh man, not the leader. The pole sitter. She was having good starts. Honestly, she was having great starts. She's really holding her own despite it being like reverse grid, you know, like she was, you know, putting her big girl elbows out and she was having good starts. But the outside on the 1st row, he just, I don't want to talk shit because, you know, these are my colleagues and obviously I'm not much better than them, but God, man, he just was not, I don't think he was used to starting up front like that because he was just not starting. He would, get so held up. The first one, he'd get so held up that like the outside row is just falling back because there's nowhere to go. So I'm stuck behind the person in front of me who is stuck behind him, and we are just, you know, because people in behind us, they have longer sight lines, they can see where to move, and the way the track works for us is it's not like NASCAR, there's no restart zone. As soon as the green drops, you're good to go. And they got such an amazing jump on us
because how bad the outside row start was, where they were passing to the left and passing to the right of me. And so I had nowhere to try to go and pass him. I was just stuck behind him. Me and him dropped through the fucking field. Oh, to like dead last. They cautioned it because the restart was so bad. The start was so bad before lap 1. So it was a complete restart. This time, I think the car in front of me did something, so he had to go to the back. So now I was row 2, still on the outside, so restarting 4th. Now right behind that guy. And it goes green, and again, same thing happens. He just doesn't go. That green drops, and he was just not going, so I was just getting passed left, right, with nowhere for me to go, and I had to hit the brakes because there was a car. I could see a car was coming on my inside, no homo. A car was coming on the inside of me, and a car was coming on the outside of me, and they were about to cross my line, and so I had no other choice. It was either get smacked by 2 cars in the middle, or brake. So I braked. I lost all fucking momentum. They passed him. I'm just dropping back like a bag of bricks. And it was fucking messy. So they again threw the caution because the start wasn't good. And then so now we're 2 starts in. Now they red flag it. They red flag the race. And it was just a clusterfuck because it was a complete restart and so many people switched positions that it took forever to line up. So they parked us on the front stretch to reline back up, and it was red flag. Keep in mind, we haven't even completed a lap yet. We have not completed a single lap yet. So now we're parked because different cars got sent to the back for violations and stuff. I was now restarting front row on the outside. So I was restarting second. And then so we start, and I honestly at this point don't remember what necessarily happened. I didn't get necessarily a terrible start because I was side by side with the leader, but I think I just had a really bad line going into turn 1 because I started to get passed. But you know, it was nothing too bad. I wasn't dead last, you know, didn't drop back that bad. And on a reverse grade, I kind of expected that because all the people behind me were the people who I knew were going to get to the front and win anyways. So I was expecting to get passed like that. But so I got passed by like a couple cars, and I was still ahead of some people. I was like mid-pack now, and I was just driving super hard into turn 3 to try to get it back. You know, to try to get positions back, and I spun. And I forgot to say, when I was parked on the front stretch, I noticed that I was steaming. Not smoking. I knew it wasn't smoke. It was very obviously steam. It was like creating condensation on the window. And if you've been around smoke and steam, like you know the difference. So I wasn't like too worried about it, but it was like definitely of concern when I was sitting there parked on the red flag, fucking steam spewing from my engine bay. I heard a couple people in the crowd yelling, "Dude, you're on fire, you're on fire." And it's like, I don't know what you want me to do. We're red flagged, I can't move, and I know for a fact this is not a fire. You know, I obviously couldn't say that to them because I'm in the car, but yeah, so I just sat there and I was like steaming, and what I thought it was because I topped off the coolant, and I just used distilled water, and I got some no funnel, so I got some on the engine, and I just figured it was some of that steaming off, so I wasn't too concerned. And so the restart, okay, you know, again, restart second, get past a couple, going into turns 3, I just drove in too deep. I got my first spin in this car, and honestly, I'm really glad I finally spun, because it sounds silly, but I feel like if you race, even sim race, whatever, it makes sense. But now I know my car's limit, so I'm really glad I actually spun. So yeah, now I finally know my car's limit. So, you know, not mad I spun. But so yeah, I spun out. Thankfully, no one hit me. I was, you know, parked sideways in the middle of the turn, and I saw like 3 cars come at me, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm about to have a driver's side impact. This is gonna fucking hurt. And thankfully, they all avoided me because I was down pretty low, so it was easy to just go to the high line. But they all avoided me, and so it was caution. Let the field past me to get in back, and I noticed my car is spinning, or my car is smoking still, or steaming. So then I was just like, fuck it, it's obviously something's going on with the coolant system. Better to have a bad finish than a bad car. So I just went to the pits, and I'm not gonna lie, I had a Charles Leclerc moment. I'm fucking stupid. I'm stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. When I was topping off my coolant, during the intermission right before the heat, I forgot to put the radiator cap back on. So that's why I was spewing coolant, because I looked at the side of the car. There's fucking water everywhere. I was spewing coolant. And, I was just going so fast that you didn't really notice until I was stopped and it was steaming, but I was just spewing coolant. I forgot to put my cap back on. And, yeah. The cap was still there. It's still on the engine. So, that's a plus. So, yeah, probably going to need new tires from the spin, and honestly, they're kind of wearing down anyway. So I think about two race weekends is all I'm gonna get out of these tires. But that's not bad. So yeah, needs new tires. Definitely needs coolant. But she's still running, and I spun as the leaders took lap 1. So finally they had a caution and didn't have to restart. And yeah, so. Finished 15 laps down technically. DNF'd. I DNF'd the heat today, or the main today, but had a good heat. Was a lot faster. I'm excited to get back my lap times from the heats and all that. Yeah. So that's all there is to it, I did better. I did better in qualifying. I did better in my heat. And then I was a fucking idiot, and I shit out my main. So yeah, don't forget your coolant cap. I don't think I ever will again, but peace.